Yo guys, so welcome to another player review, and this week it is Diego Milito. I did plan to do this sort of for last FUT Champs weekend, and now it's the next one, so I'm a little bit behind on that, but we have quite a few player reviews coming out, and we've added a little mix up with some things. So anyway, what we'll do is here's the team that you can see now. We'll get into some gameplay and we'll start talking a little bit more about him. But anyway, as we get into Milito's player review, I did play this last weekend for FUT Champs. He's 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. At the time, he was about 150k on PC. We had the Heroes Pack palaver that happened, and so he's now about 70k on consoles and about 105k on PC. But yeah, 3-star weak star, 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. It can be lengthy as well if you use, I think, marksman and maybe a couple other things, but architect, that sort of thing, that usual suspect. But yeah, so some of the stats that I thought were quite good with the card. His heading overall felt quite good, but it was a little lackluster for what you think of the card, maybe in the style that he is. He's quite a big striker. You'd expect him to be a little bit better, but it was okay. But obviously corners, everything else was a little bit rough. And we were on the first title update as well, so the gameplay has changed a little bit since then. Pace-wise, with Lengthy is pretty strong, and he does feel pretty rapid with it. Although he did feel a little bit clunky because he only had 76 agility and 77 balance, so there is that to keep in mind as well if you're thinking of using him. But he has really good links. I know Argentina's a rough nation to link sometimes, but being Serie A, everything else was pretty good. So, but yeah, his pace was good. I liked his dribbling a little bit. I think it could have been better, but for sort of price that he is now at 100k, it's a pretty good deal. Finishing wise, he has the finesse shot trait, and this was sort of before Trivelas were really found to be mega useful, and I didn't really use him all that much for them, although I imagine he's quite good at doing them as well. But his finishing was really good, and they were just very sort of clutch finishing shots. It wasn't always perfect finishing all around everywhere, but sometimes it was the sort of goals that you'd expect top tier players to sort of finish, and he was one of those people that fits into that category. Those ones that you don't always get a chance to score, and I feel like he was quite impressive with doing those. One thing I did enjoy with the card is that because of the way the formation that I was playing and the team I was using, his passing was quite important to the role that he played. And I thought that his actual face value of the card didn't really give him full perspective of what that actually was like. He played so many crucial through balls and everything for me throughout that weekend, and helped me massively. It was a massive part of why I did quite well in that first weekend. So again, if he's looking for someone to be that sort of holding back strike, the Benzema type, false 9 type thing, he's pretty good for that as well. And I just want to also say that the way I usually rate these players, so you'll see that he's an 8 out of 10 overall, and the way that I usually rate them isn't always just about how good they are or whatever it may be. Sometimes it is just about what's the value for money, what's the general feel of the card, performance aspects, things like that, and just the general feel of how the card actually is included with everything. It's fully holistic. So don't take it just he's 8 out of 10 overall, that's how he is. No, it's if you have the money, you can take that aspect out of it completely, and if you like playing with big strikers, again, you can take that out of the equation then. So it's probably a 10 out of 10 for you if that's the case. But yeah, lengthy feels good. Overall, he was a little bit expensive for what I thought he was at the time, 150k. Now at 100k on PC and 70k on console, it's probably a good price just for a good, really Serie A striker that can be lengthy and finish it. So I would say he's probably quite good overall, and with 8 out of 10, obviously, it's definitely a solid ranking. Yeah, I would definitely say check out some other player reviews as well that I've done and will be doing as well, just so that you can sort of get a better idea of what strikers I think are good, and you can sort of see how I grade people. For example, I did a player review on Jonathan David, who's the Lille striker, and I think he's one of the best strikers I've used just in terms of everything. And compared to Milito, I honestly, they felt very similar, and one's 600 coins and one is 100k on PC, so sort of tells you everything you need to know. But yeah, I mean, I did like the card. I did sell him after the weekend, and I do think he's a good card, and I would consider using him again in the future, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll let the clips play out, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.